Welcome to the Doctor Whom video blog series. Each episode will bring in a new Doctor Whom or Humanities professor to explore one of your questions about the humanities. Join us in our blog as we contemplate the reach and range of our fields. Today's Doctor Whom is brought to you by Dr. Eileen Miyuki-Farrar. When people think of the humanities, they often think of that which is not science: philosophy, history, literature, religion, and the like. These speculative disciplines are classics of the humanities. But there are more than just these two umbrella academic cultures. When we think of the humanities as not science, we're grouping in other areas that have become substantial academic fields in their own right, including the social sciences, sociology, anthropology, archaeology, etc., as well as the arts: dance, music, theater, the visual arts, media, and so forth. When we include the arts and social sciences in this Catholic conception of the humanities, we're echoing a broader, prevailing assumption that there must be a fundamental binary difference between the sciences and humanities. So let's address this idea. What distinguishes the humanities and the sciences? Some people might be tempted to say that science deals with facts, humanities deals with feelings. But when we say this, we're ignoring the fact that feeling is increasingly a subject of study in the sciences, and that objective facts, gathered and processed by quantitative methods and tools, are used in the humanities all the time. So let's dispel the notion that one side or the other has a monopoly over fact or feeling. Let's start with the basic definition that the humanities ask. What does it mean to be human? Consider the Frankenstein monster's famous questions. Who was I? What was I? Whence did I come? What was my destination? We all want to feel something, that we are something, that there is meaning in our existence. These questions reverberate within all of us, poet or scientist. In 2012, Time magazine interviewed the popular science educator and astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, asking him what is the most astounding fact he can share about the universe. And in his response, he repeated the monster sentiment. He pointed out that the atoms that make up the human body are traceable to the stars. And he said, quote, "There's a level of connectivity. You want to feel connected. You want to feel relevant. You want to feel like you're a participant in the world." The humanities and sciences have this in common. We want to see the bigger picture. A flower with a nectary nearly a foot long is pointless on its own until we discover a moth with a proboscis just as long to probe it. A planet with irregular orbits on its own appears nonsensical until we discover another celestial body whose gravity pulls upon it. In the sciences, details that may mean nothing on their own are made to make sense in light of space and time. The humanities are the same in this. We want to discover the first cause of things, whether that be the atom or God. We want to know the why of things and where we can create meaning. But when, as it oftentimes is, at least initially, that meaning is inexpressible, multiplicitous, ambiguous, or empty, the humanities provide a crucible for shaping things into something tangible and articulable. We make stories out of life, histories out of human evolution, and philosophies out of nature. The humanities give us a handle on our immeasurables and the immaterial. So when we say the humanities ask what it means to be human, it is with the understanding that we are part of something, that we are not the whole, that we are not alone, that our actions have consequences, that our beliefs and knowledges change, and because of this, we must be ever thoughtful, broad-minded, inquisitive, and responsive.